Okay.
I have to warn them. I have to warn them. Oh, hello there. Surprisingly, I am Revere. I was born late December in Boston, Massachusetts. You might be wondering what I am blabbering about. I just heard word that the British were coming to arrest John Hancock and Samuel Adams. I have to warn them. As I said before, I was born in late December in Boston, Massachusetts. When I was born, I had one older sister named Deborah. After I was born, I had 7 more brothers and sisters. My parents' names were Apollo and Deborah Revere. I grew up by the sea and loved to ride horses. I went to North Riding School, but stopped going until my dad in the service stopped. When I was 19, my father died. After that, I was off to find new adventures. Since my dad taught me how to be a silversmith, I decided to open up a shop. I was very good at being a silversmith, and I even made a kid whistle and a chain for a pet squirrel. I got so good at being a silversmith, I taught myself how to make false teeth. Most of my work is now in museums. My first wife's name was Rachel Walker. My second wife, we had 8 kids, but sadly Sarah died. My second wife's name was Sarah. We had 8 kids, but out of 16 kids, only 5 were alive when I died. You could say I was in a swing of things. I was in the Boston Tea Party and the Boston Massacre. What? You know what the Boston Tea Party is? Well, it was no tea party. It started out when Britain started taxes. But because we were in debt from the French and Indian War. One of the taxes was the tea act. Well, the colonists and I got really mad, so we went on a boat that was filled with lots of tea and dumped it all overboard. Well, at least you know what the Boston Massacre is, right?
No.
You should know all this stuff. After all, it's one of the most important times in the history of America. Well, the colonists and I were starting to get really mad about the taxes. So one night we went up to a soldier and started saying names to him and throwing rocks and seashells. Well, the soldier needed help, so more soldiers came. Someone fired a gun and the British soldiers killed 5 people. Well, enough backstory. When I was around, we didn't have fancy phones like you did, so we needed something to communicate with for people that lived far away. Well, that's when I come in. I was sort of like a phone. I carried messages from town to town so people could communicate. On April 18, 1775, I had my famous midnight ride. I had heard word that the British were coming to arrest John Hancock and Samuel Adams. I made a deal if the British were coming. I would put lights up at the Old North Church to warn a lot of people at once. After that, I was off to warn John Hancock, Samuel Adams, and the people of Lexington. I didn't say the British were coming like many people thought I did, but instead I said, the regulars are out! The regulars are out! The regulars are out! I got to Lexington safely and warned the people there. After that, I was out to warn the people at Concord, but stopped and spent 3 days in jail. Well, I didn't do that all by myself, though. I got a little help from Samuel Prescott and William Dawes. Samuel Prescott was a doctor, and William Dawes was a shoemaker. After my famous midnight ride, I became a soldier and taught myself how to make gun. That was an important skill because the American soldiers did not have a lot of ammo. After the war, I still did a lot of things. I started to make iron tools, and with the money I earned, I made a copper mill. I also learned how to repair big copper bells.
He's not reading it, you're looking at us. You're doing good.
Even though I had a lot of businesses, I never was rich. After a while, my wife and I got sick of living in the city, so we moved to a house in the country. There I could ride my horse freely. I died at the age of 86 on May 10th, 1818. Most people at my age died at the age of 40 or 50. When I died, I had more than 50 grandchildren. Not very many people knew about me until Henry Longfellow wrote a poem about me saying, but most of it was incorrect. He said that I was riding alone and I never got stopped by British cars. The first line of the poem says, "Listen, my children, and you will hear of the midnight ride of
Is that it?
Very
You're all
good.
done? There you go. Let me get a picture of your outfit.